Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in. Well, I know I'm late. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in here? I did not want to be late. Grand Madam Tarot, I see you in here. You like the new cover? Thank you, Grand Madam. Thank you. We're trying to do some stuff and some do. Heading into 2026, we are. The devil is busy today, but we're not gonna let him have the do. No, we're not. We didn't talk to him enough. We got it in here. So I'll make sure I got our topics down for the night and everything like that. Hold what you got. I was distracted. I was distracted. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some funk up in it. Wait a minute. We back. Thank you so much, Grand Madam. Thank you so much. Man, listen, I got energy, but for all the wrong reasons. I'm gonna say that again. I got energy, but for all the wrong reasons tonight. I see the lovely Grand Madam is already in here. We're gonna see who else in here. We came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Boy, I tell you the truth. Boy. Mr. Smith, folks don't listen. Folks don't listen. Folks don't listen. Yeah. Folks don't listen. Folks don't listen. So let's go ahead. It's some stuff that we can talk about. I think we got a great show tonight. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with the long time and everything like that. We do have Black Panther, Blade, Blood Feud. Yeah, we got another picture dropping tonight. We got another picture dropping tonight and everything like that. We're looking forward to that. We dropped off our Absolute Batman 15. Yeah. Y'all gotta go check that out. That's it's crazy. So speaking of Absolute Batman, let them tell it. Ultimate Black Panther 23 came out this week. I ain't seen it yet. That's the topic we'll talk about. Also, Miles Morales co-creator Sara Pichelli. Sara Pichelli. What's going on, Kimoyo? She didn't get comp for the creation of Miles Morales. And there are some folks that, I feel like creators should be comp, but there's some other stuff I feel like creators should be doing as well. We're going to talk about it. Also, KD and LBJ on Michael Jordan. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Stephen A. Smith. I never thought that I would be comparing Stephen A. Smith to Jason Whitlock. Yeah, here we are. A New Warriors animated series. Y'all know I'm covering New Warriors and everything, right? I'm covering New Warriors, and it made me ask myself, why we, because Cynex, that new group, why we did? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it. What else do we have going on here? Phillip Rivers. Did y'all know Phillip Rivers is 44 years old? Why is that relevant? We're Sports Channel 2. That's why it's relevant. We're Sports Channel 2. What else we got going on here? Notre Dame snubbed the bowl invite. Those of y'all that may or may not know, Notre Dame missed out on the college football playoffs. We're gonna have a real conversation. We're gonna have a real, because I know some folks feel some type of way, but feelings, as I just asked somebody past 10 minutes, are feelings real? Lane Kiffin. I'm probably gonna start right there with Lane Kiffin. I could, because that's a funny story. Lane Kiffin, drama highlights ESPN bias. Yeah, that's the Lane Kiffin topic is really a loaded. We're gonna get into it. Let me see. Cornell. Y'all know Cornell. from St. Louis. Y'all know Cornell. Yeah. Cornell says his era was the most competitive era of hip hop. I think he, but we're gonna talk about it. Black Panther facts. Very little to do with the MCU. I don't know why we say that. Rock with me nation, news Q&A. We will be doing it. Like I said, we in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. I got a lot of energy for no reason. What's the number one as you get older as a man and you pretty much in good health, like you don't drink and all that stuff? What's the number one thing that can get you out of here? It's heart-related illnesses, stress. Too often, folks don't give a damn about that until somebody is lying in the coffin from a stress-related disease. Then everybody and their mama want to start crying then. They ain't think about the hell they was causing for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 damn years that led to that heart-related disease. Oh, no. So, here we go, yo. Let's talk about Lane Kiffin. College football playoffs. Ole Miss made it, right? 6 seed. Lane Kiffin, formerly of Ole Miss, now LSU. For those that don't know, both LSU and Ole Miss are in the Southeastern Conference. I know, because some folks be like, well, what about the coach from Tulane? He went to Florida. That's not the same conference. And low key, that's like a promotion. It's not a lat move. Ole Miss is in the SEC conference like LSU. And prior to this year, they was both in the SEC West. That's what that was. And I didn't know they was a rival, but low key they was rival. Well, Lane Kiffin on the calendar for football, collegiate football is effed up. We get that. But the way Lane Kiffin conducted himself, Lane Kiffin moved like Kevin Durant moved. He could be got. Like, who do we think the better coach is, Kirby Smart or Lane Kiffin? Who did they come looking for? Mind you, now, because folks like to look at stuff, I feel like I need to say this, remind certain fan bases. Nick Saban is not, he came from LSU. I don't even think Nick Saban bio reads that he went to Alabama, graduate. No. He came via LSU and the NFL over to Alabama. So when folks, Nick Saban, no. He started over there at LSU. That's what that was. Kirby went to school at Georgia. Kirby followed Nick from LSU to Miami Dolphins, Alabama, and there was only one place he was going to go after that, his alma mater, Georgia. Yeah. Well, it's crazy because now folks are starting to say it. There's a bias with ESPN as how they were talking on College Game Day Saturday morning. They were talking greasy. Oh, yeah, Lane should be allowed to coach Ole Miss. He should. So what you're saying is you would let your wife stay with you if you found out she was already engaged to another dude, you gonna let her stay in the house with you? Wait, hold on. You and your significant other married, and you find out that your significant other, like there's somebody around town saying that they didn't got your significant other to say yes to being with them, to being a spouse, and you like, wait, we still married though. What you doing? This is why Lane didn't like the Garden Tool reference. You was already married to Ole Miss. Another suitor came and promised you a bigger ring, I'm assuming, a bigger house, I'm assuming, better cars, a better wardrobe. That's what that was. And you told your spouse that you were currently married to, I don't know how to say this, but I'm out. I'm looking at folks married on set justifying Lane Kiffin being able to still coach at Ole Miss, I'm like, there ain't no way.
That TT Empress is at Tanaja's house and she was gonna come give me some money. So
she can come bring you some dough. I don't. Yeah, but I want. Yeah, she can do that, sweetie. So
she on the phone.
No, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. I never stop. I mean, I'm going through something. This would be the night that I would need to talk to somebody. It really, really would be. Because I'm y'all not gonna even be able to tell that I'm distracted. But I got man. Listen. Okay. So anyway, Lane Kiffin, ESPN, Kurt Herbstreit, Nick Fowler, Nick Saban. I'm sitting there looking at them like, wait a minute. So you, but then I go back. Their stances aren't consistent. And I go right back to when Georgia played TCU. TCU beat Michigan. They got destroyed by Georgia, but they beat Michigan to get them. That's what they did. The very next year, I watched Florida State. I'm not saying this because I live in the 850 area. Florida State had a great football team. And I looked at Kurt Herbstreit, folks that have played this game. I'm not talking about folks that don't play. Say they didn't rate to be in the college football playoffs because of their starting quarterback was injured. I want to call them boys when it comes to football terminology because you're literally saying the other players didn't matter. Well, damn, Kurt, damn, Nick, damn, Nick. At what point in time did you not matter as a college football athlete? Because, Kurt, your career wasn't all that. But you pushed that narrative, though. And pushing that narrative, Florida State didn't make the college football playoffs at all. But now we're pushing this narrative saying we can't punish a team for losing in the conference championship game. Why? Because it's Alabama. As I said to somebody else the other day, oh, no, folks don't hate Alabama. They don't like Notre Dame. Alabama gets all the love in the world. Well, remember when Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship game by 3 points? Wasn't that enough to get Georgia kicked out of the? And I don't want to hear nothing about how many teams was in it. No, Georgia dropped. Alabama did. Alabama got smashed by 21 and didn't drop. You know who pushed that narrative? Everybody over there at ESPN. Didn't feel like Alabama should drop. Okay, well, if there's nothing on the line for playing in a conference championship game, why play it? And if it just so happens, as a result of you playing in a conference championship game, you drop far enough to the point where you're no longer eligible to the college football playoffs, well, you had a game to do something about it. You ain't do nothing about it. Well, when you find out that damn near everybody on College Game Day and Lane Kiffin got the same agent, mind you, I ain't finna act like that because Kirby Smart got the same agent. But you know my coach don't say nothing. My coach ain't got nothing to say. My coach like, I got a football team to coach. I'm at Georgia. That's where my coach is. So I said that to say this. If there was ever any doubt that ESPN has become more entertainment than athletics, there it is right there. You've been spotted, you've been weighed, and you've been found wanted. Staying right there with the ESPN thing. And I appreciate y'all so much. Grand Madam Tarot is in here. Kimoyo King, the president of the Black Panther fan group. We see Wim, the third up in here. No loyalty in college football or basketball. Not at all. As a matter of fact, Rex Ryan got the same agent, which is why I guess he'd be so hard to blame the college football player for what coaches are doing. So the coaches weren't doing it first, Rex? Makes sense. Stephen A. Smith. He of the I just wish he would just shut up Hall of Fame. I can't say I've always felt that way about Stephen A. Smith, but him not being educated, but still wanting to be loud, boisterous, vocal, opinionated about certain things. It's crazy to me how many times he's misspoke, and he actually, amongst smart devices, misspeaking. Now, I asked the question. I said, is Stephen A. Smith more dangerous? Yeah, y'all know they're like, damn, Theo. Yeah, yes. I want to know, is Stephen A. Smith more dangerous than Jason Whitlock to the African community? I asked that question because I listened to Jason Whitlock, watch Jason Whitlock. There's nothing good in his eyes that an African American can do. I've never heard him say anything positive about African American. Now, here's where Jason Whitlock loses me, is he wants to be taken credible. You cannot ever be credible in my eyes as a person that's not European defending racism. You lose all credibility with that with me. You can't be. You can't. So here I'm looking at Stephen A. Smith. And I don't think he got too long before he get canceled. I don't think it's gonna take. I think it'll be sometime in 2026. Because he's gonna say something. He has no humility whatsoever. And he's gonna say something he can't walk back. Now, he already made a statement about Jasmine Crockett. What I didn't understand is with the Central Park 5 sitting right there, with Trump making a statement that he could delete somebody and still be elected president, with Trump saying that because he had a criminal record, now more black people should be able to relate to him. Because he was selling sneakers, we should be able to relate to him. I did not understand with all of that out there, sometimes I can just grab him by the cookie. Yeah, those are all his statements. I don't know how, with all of that being out there, way before we know of a Jasmine Crockett, Stephen A. Smith still sits on his podcast in 2025 and defends that. Unless you're getting ready to do what we've seen others do. You are African American as long as it benefits you. Then you're going to get to some point where you got a whole bunch of money in your pocket and you've been given a lot of platforms to the point you can now say and do whatever. And what you're going to wind up doing is doing something no different than Cornelius, no different than Calvin, no different than O'Shea, no different than Andre, no different than William. You finna low-key start pushing their agenda for you. Shut up. You finna start pushing their agenda for them. Shut up. You who have never set foot in a recruiting office have the audacity to fix your eye. Bruh, listen to me. You worry about LeBron James. That's the wrong person. LeBron James is an athlete. You sit around athletes all day. You don't know how serious veterans take stuff. The athletes' first instinct when you disrespect them is to yell at you. My first instinct as a veteran when you disrespect me and mine is to cripple you. That's my first instinct. I'm looking at somebody, you didn't play basketball. You ain't played sports long as I have. But you got so much to say. You're playing. I watch you to laugh. I watch you I don't watch you for anything relative to learn about anything. There's nothing any longer you can teach me. You're not credible. You're the clown on the stage dancing for massa. That's who you are. That's why you got hurt when what Terrell Owens said to you about Max Kellerman. That's why you in your feelings about what Max Kellerman had to say about you, where you got to get loud. How about pick up the phone and call it? You say you don't mind calling folks. You like your gift of gab, right? How about you call Max, call his agent, and you and Max can schedule a live debate. Yeah, we'll call it a versus. See, that's how you settle all that stuff. But I just want to be clear. Right now, you do work for a company that's been called out recently for its BS agendas. Don't you work for them? Ain't you slinging pancakes all over the place? Yeah. Keep up with the notes. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all didn't have to. We just gonna call a spade a spade. He need to get on. I don't see any difference between those two at this particular point in time. One is just obvious. The other one is gonna try and convince people that he cool and everything like that. And that's the danger of it. He will convince you that he's cool. He will convince you that he's speaking for us just to mislead us. Beware wolves in sheep clothing. I see you also notice the cancer connection with the irresponsible hate mark. Yeah, all that. All that, Grand Madam. Does anyone pay Smith and Whitlock any mind except the racist groups? We don't pay Jason Whitlock any mind, but we will pay Stephen A. Smith mind. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous because the behavior he's putting on right now, politically, he's stupid. He's either stupid or ignorant, politically. And so he's speaking from an urban standpoint. And when I say urban, stupid, I'm not going to use the N-word, but that's how he acted. He's talking like the N-word. I'm sorry. And when I say that, the soft A sound, you want us to just get along. Oh, don't say nothing to Massa. You might make Massa mad. I don't give two damns about Massa. I believe in equal energy. Massa say something crazy, I'm going to say something crazy. Massa put his setup, I already got my setup. Massa swing, I'm ducking and I'm swinging back. Now, if Stephen A. Smith, no, I can't even say that. Even Stephen A., he's a hypocrite. Theo, damn. No. Because, see, he got heated when Max said something. Max ain't talk about him like Donald Trump talk about Jasmine Crockett. Max Kellerman ain't insulted Stephen A. Smith the way Donald Trump has insulted people, but Stephen A. Smith got in his feelings, right? See, that's the dude. He don't want you saying nothing about him, but he don't mind saying something about you and his friends, because he's going to take up for Trump. His friends can talk about you all day long, but you better not say nothing. Bro, I put my foot in your ass. And your friends too. That grown man and grown man. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to shut up. Just because you got a podcast, just because you got a microphone, my guy, don't mean you need to talk about everything. Stick to basketball. Talk about Kevin Durant. Talk about Kevin Durant and LeBron James and how they still out here bumping their guns about Michael Jordan. Yes, we shifting gears. We are shifting gears. So, and I guess this is, first of all, LeBron, you and that dude, he don't like you like that. I don't even know why you sitting there. Because if the dude like you like that, he didn't went to go play with you. He went to go play with the Golden State Warriors. He ain't even go play with you. Like, he could have came with you and Kyrie. He didn't do that. Now, the damnedest thing is he liked Kyrie better than he liked you. Because Kyrie called him, he went to go play with Kyrie. He ain't ever want to go play with you unless we talking Olympic basketball. That dude is jealous of you. It's quite a few of them in the NBA jealous of you. You need to know if they ain't ever want to play with you, they jealous of you. And you gonna sit there and go, you're not the GOAT. You're not. You're not. They eye test. You not. You not. And that Dallas Mavericks final. Yeah. That right there, the fact that you let me, D-Real, and Kimoyo Kid guard you. Because that's exactly what that was. You let me, D-Real, and Kimoyo Kid take turns guarding you for the Dallas Mavericks, and now me, D-Real, and Dora got a ring. Because you couldn't handle us. But now, the dude y'all keep talking about, well, I seen him go up like this. He never cared who was down in the ring. You don't attack the rim unless there's nobody there. Him, he didn't care. You could be 6'2", 6'4", 6'6", 6'8", 6'10", 7 feet tall, 7'2". He didn't care. And he would block your shot. You could be a center and he'd be like, I'm gonna get that. Yeah, he didn't care. We see you fall all over the place. When people bump you, you fall a little bit. We didn't see him fall. We see him go flying. And if he wasn't flying, he was mushing people in the face. Like, I know damn good well you don't. As big as you is, the only dude we've seen you run up on is the dude that talk too damn much. And I'm of the mindset at this particular point in time, I got mixed feelings about whether you should or shouldn't have. Because him right now, with how he didn't got beside himself, you're probably more mature than I am. Except for this whole Michael Jordan thing. He's 6-0. Now, Kevin wanted to make a little joke about his father passing away. That low-key tell me you never had a man play a significant role in your life if you're going to make light of that. Like, that shouldn't be funny at all. Unless you don't know what it's like to have an older man in your life as a positive influence. I'm of the mindset you don't, because you kind of act. You got a burner account. Do you know how much you're concerned about what people say about you to actually have a burner account? I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Mike won all his right there in Chicago. Right there. Right there. Now, I can tell you why he was gone from the NBA, but you're not going to believe me because that would sound something like a conspiracy. What I would tell you is this. If you watch the Last Dance, if you watch the Last Dance documentary, he was still getting paid by the Chicago Bulls. Now, because I don't want nobody looking for me. I don't. There's a reason why that took place. And if you don't know why Kevin and LeBron, you're not as hood as y'all claim to be. Y'all not as hood as y'all claim to be. Y'all in the basketball world, and y'all, never mind. It's crazy. Because he literally said it in the Last Dance, why, but never mind. Never mind. We gonna move the party right along. If y'all could, please and thank you, hit that like button. Lord have mercy, Jesus. We say, I'm sorry, my mind somewhere. I don't say it. I'm gonna shift gears. We're gonna go over to Absolute Batman and everything. Absolute Batman 15. Like, I don't want to say Scott Snyder been on one. I don't want to say that, but we got the Batman annual, right? Right. Then we get Batman issue 14. We see what Bruce do to Bane. Then you get this right here. And you like, I ain't gonna give it away. I'm just gonna tell you need to go get it. But it's something wrong with Scott Snyder. It's something wrong with that dude. Something wrong with Scott Snyder. He not there. He not all there. He touched. It's something wrong with Scott Snyder. That's what I'm gonna say. There's more involved in issue 15 than what I said in the video. But it's something wrong with Scott Snyder. If it's something wrong with Stephen King, it's something wrong with Scott Snyder. So it's something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. I wouldn't want to be in the absolute universe. That's all I'm telling you. I don't even want no problem. I don't want none of them problems. I wouldn't want to be in the absolute universe for nothing in the world. No, I don't. They got issues over there. Moving right along. Like I said, did not get a chance to get to Ultimate Batman just yet. Miles Morales, co-creator, Sara Pichelli. A case of compensation and representation. Should I get to this? Miles Morales co-creator, Sara Pichelli, on not getting any money from the Miles Morales merch, game, and Spider-Verse films. I don't get anything, and that's the saddest part of my life. I think she should get some change. I think she should share in the royalties. I think she should. If you created a character and the company is making money off the character, thus board members, people that have stock in the company are making money, then yeah, I think you should make some money. I think that's what that is. Character sees animation, you should make some money. Live action, you should make some money. That's what that is. So there's no pushback for me on that. But it is loaded though. Because if I look at Sara Pichelli, and I'm just gonna take a guess here, did she not work out a deal with Creator Right? No, I don't think she did, Kimoyo. I'm gonna do this right here. And this just speaks to the matter where I'm going with this one. Let me do my due diligence. Plug said phone up before said phone go dead. Be the messed up the party. We don't want to do that. Sara Pichelli. Now, just off the rip, Sara Pichelli, I'm thinking Italian, Polish, something like that. And so what I do is I go Pichelli, go to Google, right? Smart device, and you type in Pichelli. I like to type in surname origin. You can do all that and everything like that. Italian. The Pichelli surname is of Italian origin, likely stemming from the word piccolo. Don't do that. Come in.
Is this sushi mom?
I don't know, sweetie. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. And I can't answer. I can't answer because I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Pichelli surname is of Italian origin, likely stemming from the word piccolo. Like I said, don't do that. Acting as a nickname for someone short or young, or derived from pico, peak, beak, potentially for a sharp-featured person. It's linked to regions like Tuscany and the Emilia Romagna, and emerged during the Middle Ages as surnames became common, reflecting personal traits, occupation, like forestry, pottery, or geography. In essence, she ain't got nothing in common with the character that she created, along with somebody else. Now, if I'm understanding, as Jadis was telling me that Jason Aaron shares in the creation of Miles. So here's what I got. And we just know Jason Aaron is not right. So I got two people of European descent creating a character who is African Latino, and they're not either. They felt like those two groups, not one or the other, though, and Marvel does that a lot, those two groups needed a hero to reflect them, not the Latino community get their hero named Miles Morales, which would have made sense. You got, what is he? Afro-Latino. Okay, you got that. Say his dad is Afro-Latino too. His last name is Miles. His mama is Afro-Latino. Could have went with that. No, what we did, they did. Two people who know nothing about either culture, so infatuated with Miles Davis, but don't have access legally to name a character that said, oh, we're going to have the character parents. The mom be Latino, the dad be African American. They married. Child gonna come into the world and take mama's last name. And how did Marvel go to fix the problem? Because they've addressed the problem, knowing that, because in neither culture is that going on. Latino, African American. Which one of them two men is taking their wife's last name? I'll wait. You better not. And I just want to say, so we understand, in our community, our culture, we don't do that. Mom, dad. Dad didn't marry mom. I got my mother's last name because dad didn't marry mom. Dad wasn't in my life like that. Mom gave me her last name, her father still alive. She can bring me home. Last name Butler. Her name, her dad's name. But now, if her and General Shaw Jr. get married, her and General Shaw Jr. get married, my last name ain't Butler, it's Shaw. That's what that is. Now, what they not gonna ever do is, if my father was still alive and everything, he not finna marry my mama and take her last name. And I ain't trying to be that person. It's just where we're at in our culture. It's either our wives are going to take our last name, or she gonna keep her last name. In our culture, either she gonna take my last name, African American, African, or she just gonna keep hers. But me take hers, that's not on the table. That's not on the table. How long Miles Morales been around as a character? How long that misrepresentation been sitting out there? And mind you, can't no. Oh, it's easy. It's easy to fix that. It's real easy to fix that. You don't even, okay, yeah, I can have Miles's mother be a sister. Yeah. And his dad could be Hector Morales, Jose Morales, Geraldo Morales. Yeah, I switched that right then and there. Yeah, right now. Change his dad's last name. Yeah, easy fix. Retcon. We do this with everybody else. Okay, never mind. That said, I don't know how to feel about her not getting financially compensated. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I guess I do know how to feel. She should have got financially compensated. I just don't know how much I care about her not being financially compensated. When I look at what she created, that's just one more problem because they don't talk to us. I hyphenated my name with the ex-husband. Bam, there it is. Grandma, that's the other solution. Hyphenated, as in she got her last name and her husband's last name. Them the solutions on the table. That's it. That's it. The husband taking the wife's last name. You ain't asked me though. Did they even talk to Afro Latino? No. They never talked to us. Always trying to sun black men and come. Yeah, ain't nobody doing all that. So yeah, no, ain't nobody. No, they don't talk to us. They barely listen to us when we be trying to tell them how to make money. No, so they don't really be paying us no attention. So I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah, I feel like, but hey, next time come chop it up with a boy, with your brother. You feel what I'm saying? Come, if you're gonna do something based on me, come holler at me. Ask me, say, hey, I was thinking about creating a character based on you. Yeah. What type of character would that be? See how they go? Yeah. Ask me next time. What else we got going on here? Avengers Endgame. Did y'all know they re-releasing that in the movie theaters? I hear Tevin Campbell in the background singing. Don't. Last night I saw you standing and I started pretending I knew you. You knew me too. Yeah, I'm hearing, can we talk? Isn't this movie still on Disney Plus? Why do I need to go to the movie theater to see it? If I got Disney Plus, I can watch it. I don't know how many times if I want to. Why I got to go pay for a movie ticket? I want to hang out with folks. I'm trying to figure out what's the appeal. Yeah, because I ain't. It's right there on Disney Plus. If I got a nice home theater system and the living room big enough, I can invite folks over. Hell, I can turn a profit my damn self. Charge them at the front door. I'm not understanding this. Ain't you re-releasing it for what? So you mean tell me if you think I'm interested in coming to see Doomsday, you don't believe I already got a Disney Plus account? Because if I'm an MCU stan, not to be confused with a fan, because stan, you can do any damn thing. But if I'm an MCU stan or fan, you don't think I already got Disney Plus? So you mean tell me, as just a casual audience member, you putting out all this stuff talking about Avengers Doomsday, and you don't think me sitting in my house, I done spent the block on Endgame and Infinity War. You don't think I done did that? To the point where you believe I need you to put that movie that's available on Disney Plus. Like I don't understand that. It's right there on Disney. You think I need you to put that movie in the movie theater to prepare me? At home, I ain't got at the movie theater. Theo, what's that? The rewind button. I ain't got that at the movie theater. The caption button, where I can't really make out what they saying. The caption, put it right there. I ain't got that at the movie theater. I ain't got that at the movie theater. I don't know what y'all, and considering how they make TVs high definition, do I need to go to the most expensive? No, what, never mind. Never mind. Y'all good luck with that. Y'all good luck with that. Y'all have fun with that. Hey, if it make dollars to you, it makes sense to me. Y'all go ahead and make it do what you're gonna do. I don't get that. I'm gonna keep up with these notes though, because I ain't understand that one. I ain't understand that one at all. Let me see here. Let me see. I hyphenated. Grandma say she hyphenated the name and everything. That's a live chat message. I'm just making sure I'm keeping up with the chat messages. I'm just doing that. So next topic, we're gonna move right along because we came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Oh man. A new Warriors animated series. So okay, so shout out to my Uber driver from Sunday. Chat GPT be doing some amazing stuff. So I asked Chat GPT a question. I said, hey, would a new Warriors animated series based on the OG team make sense and be successful? You'd have thought, based on the answer that Chat GPT gave me, I insulted its knowledge. Hell yeah. There's so many elements to the new Warriors, from street level crime to cosmic level stuff that they could be doing. When you take it in Namor, Rita, Nova, Speedball, and Night Thrasher, yeah, that'd be a great animation. Which brings me here, because I know they tried to do a live action show. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't just nobody. I don't know what y'all had going on, but just do we think a new Warriors animation would be the lick? I need it done. I don't see, because I don't really trust folks that work there now and everything like that. Like, I trust the folks that was on Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I trust the folks to a degree. Avengers Assemble, I do. And yeah, I know a lot of hearsay and everything. Like, I would trust Bolton Mayo. I would, because he still did his thing. I would trust him. That's not a long list though. That's not a long list at all. But I would watch it. I would just be leery of the showrunner, the creative team, and the animation department, because I just would be. I just would be. I'm sorry. I just would be. Moving right along, but yeah, I think that would do good. I think that would. And if y'all would like me to do a video on that, let me know. Definitely want to do a video. Phillip Rivers is back. He shifted gears back to football. He's 44 years old. You know, I get it. You go out there. You know, sometimes I feel like I could put my cleats back on, put my gloves on, just go out there, run around a little bit, you know, catch a few passes. You know what I'm saying? Dive. You notice when you as you get older, you don't get up as fast as you used to. You don't. And as you get older, regardless of what you do, ailments, pains, just come out of left field. They might not last long, but they just come out of left field. You're like, damn. I like football. I love the game of football. I do. There's a time and place for everything. Their flag football is a sport. We'll say it one time. Flag football is a sport. Yeah, you can get all the juices. It's just no contact, and I can't even say that. But you can drop back if you Phillip Rivers. You can. You got flags hanging off your waist. You do. You can scan the field. You got defenses, man coverage, cover 2, cover 3. You got that. You got receivers running routes. They running the full route tree. The thing is that Phillip with flag, there's nobody sacking you. Not like that. They pulling a flag. Ain't nobody tackling you. It's a penalty if they do. And just from that alone, you gonna be sore. You want to get hit. Let me say it one time. The older you get, you don't get up as fast as you used to, and that's with nobody hitting you. You just, oh Lord Jesus, crickety crack popcorn. You don't do this. No, don't do that. Your family don't deserve that. Your family don't deserve it. They've been enjoying you for the past few 4, 5, 6 years. You've been getting up, playing with your playing with the missus, playing with the kids. They don't do this. Don't. And I ain't ask you to come back. Don't let the Colts fool you. Daniel Jones hurt. Let them go sign somebody else. Don't do this. I know folks gonna be like, for the love of the game. You can love the game from the comfort of your own home. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can. You can love the game from right there. And I ain't saying he can't play. Play flag. Play flag. It's safer. But I'm saying that, and I tore my ACL playing flag. I say that, and this finger don't bend straight no more. Playing flag. I seen somebody dislocate their elbow going up for the pass like this, and they forgot how high they was off the ground. So you can get hurt in flag if that's what you're looking for. It just, don't do this. I'm just, you ain't got to. We say, what to say, Kimoyo? Is he crazy? I'm not gonna say he crazy, but I definitely know he ain't passing for same. I saw that like, now mind you, it'd be something different if he was still in the league, because that's different. But nobody that shuts it down, if you shut it down, we know what it's like. If you shut it down and be like, I'm gonna turn it back on. No, you're not. No, you're not. And the best way I can say, you ever had that car that's been sitting in the garage? It's got gas in it. The battery good. You just ain't turn it on in a minute. How that thing go? Yeah, no. And then when Phillip was gone, the ends wasn't running like they running right now. Does he really want to get hit by Myles Garrett? Here we go. I like this right here. To my classmate, Grover. Yep, congratulations. Your son playing for the same team that Phillip Rivers finna go to. Could you have your son deliver a message from me on behalf of the Rock With Me Nation to Phillip? It's okay. You can go back home. As a member of the Elder Statesman Club, you ain't got nothing to prove. You ain't got nothing to prove. You don't. You come on back home, big dog. You ain't got nothing to prove. Come, bro. Come on back on over here with us. You ain't got to do that. I get up in the morning and sit on the edge of the bed and wait for all the sisters to start up. I can't just pop up out the bed, bro. I be wanting to get my morning started at 8 o'clock in the morning. If I'm supposed to be doing something at 11, I really need to be up no later than 9:30. For exactly the same thing you just said. I got to get the engine started. It take a little bit longer to turn that crank on that engine. Yes, sir. I ain't mad about that at all. You are absolutely right. Oh, let me see here. Let me see. One of these monster DBs hit him. It's a wrap. You can't even slide like you used to. What's going on, my brother down in the building? As you get older, you can't. No, hell no, it don't work like that. You slide it. Best way I can tell people. Y'all remember that episode of Family Guy? Remember when Chris got kidnapped by the dude, the pervert and everything like that? Remember when it turned out that the pervert was not right. That's crazy. It's right there on Family Guy, but still, remember it turned out the dude was a former Nazi and everything like that. And the dude that was the older pervert in the neighborhood that was always trying to get it, Chris, remember he went over there because he was an American. I swear it sounds like my phone ringing. I don't believe that to be the case though. So that's got to be my daughter's phone. Anyway, y'all remember that episode? Remember? Buddy went over there. What wound up happening? They was tussling. And Buddy falling. You remember how long it took him to fall? Do you remember? It was like, damn, it took him a minute. We fall slow. So he ain't even going to be able to slide. He going to be trying to slide. He ain't going to be able to do it. He going to be trying to slide. He ain't going to be able to do it. Hold on. I'm hearing something ring. I have my wife's phone. Hold on. Hello? All right. This is Alicia's husband. Yes. She all right. She just left her phone here. Oh, okay. Well, I'm in the midst of doing a YouTube live right now. She's not home, but I have to call you back soon as she get here, though. All right, cool beans. Y'all ladies take care now. All right. I'm hearing the phone ring. I did not realize I had my wife's phone. Yes. Husband. The name of the YouTube channel is IASIJS It stands for I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing it live right now. We talking about Phillip Rivers being 44 years old and wanting to come back to the National Football League. Like you too old. You want to get hit like that at the age of 44. Them people hit for a living. But yes, ma'am. You ladies take care now. All right, bye-bye. Oh, here's the door. Hold on. I'm coming.
Hey, Missy. Hey, Missy. You get my message? Hey, Tina. Hey, good evening, everybody. Yes. Like everything's going on time. All right. That's what's time. What the hell? Did you take my info on things? I went to everybody at while I was on live. I wasn't on live. I wasn't on it. I was in there cooking up me something. And I had to brush my dog out. So I wasn't on live. I happened to turn my thing on, and there you was.
I wasn't on TikTok all day today, so
you know good well if I was on live, I would have been on your. I would have been in your live. You know that.
yeah, I had some situations going on, so I hadn't been on social media until just now.
Okay, I just happened to turn the thing on, and there you was.
Thank you, Miss Jackie. I appreciate that.
All right. You know we in book 3. This is the last book before we start going into Carolina. And we was on what chapter are we on? Shit. We're in chapter 8, and it's Aaron. Ready? Everybody muted?
Alicia's phone is still not muted.
Yeah, he got his phone up there. I don't need anything. Is there a way I can? And then you know how to drop them out the call.
Mute her. Yeah, you did. Did you just figure out how to do it? Yeah, I did too. So in the future, you guys, when you click on when you click on the screen and you see the 3 dots, you can scroll down and it tells you who's all in the group. See all. Click on see all and it'll give you the option to mute the video or mute their mic or hide their video. Did y'all catch that?
Yes, somebody caught it.
Okay.
Before we start, Denise, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm finna have a very real conversation with the Rock With Me Nation. I probably don't need to tell folks this, but it is what it is. When you are married, your responsibility is to your spouse. You are responsible.
Brandon, do you know that you're muted? Are you on the phone or something?
Me?
Okay.
It is your responsibility to
You know what? We'll go back to
value that marriage, treasure that marriage, protect that marriage.
I'm going back to chapter 6.
It is your responsibility not to do anything to endanger that marriage. Because you're the one that's married. It ain't nobody else. What we do is sometimes we have a tendency to let hubris, ego, pride get in the way of doing what's best for our marriage. You need to remember something when you're married. You don't just represent you, you represent the person that you're married to. So when you go out and about, you're never just going by yourself. Whether you're physically just by yourself, there's always somebody with you. If at some point that person is of no more value, that person ceases to be effective in getting you to check in when you would otherwise be checked out, there's a problem. As we get older, there are things we should want to do and things we should not want to do as we get older. As we get older, there should just be some things we avoid as we get older. As we get older, you should only need for somebody to tell you and or show you one time how they feel about you. And after that, you should be going about your business as an adult. Now, as children, something different. But as an adult, when you know better, you're supposed to do better. Well, there are forces at work every day. Positive forces, negative forces. It must be a conscious decision to seek out the positive forces, just like it must be a positive decision to avoid the negative forces. Now, mind you, it's going to be a conscious decision one way or the other. You either going to choose to embrace it or you're going to choose to ignore it. Until you want to do better yourself, no one can help you. And the epitome of stupidity is making the same mistakes over and over again and not learning from them. It's a waste of time. If you're in a relationship, nobody deserves for you to be making mistakes over and over and over again and you're not learning from them. If you're making a mistake they've made before, they'll be able to help you if they love you, help you navigate through it. But in order to help you navigate through a mistake they've made before in their life, you must be open to listening to them. That's got to be something you want to do. If you don't want to do it, then it's not going to matter. If you don't want to do it, you're never going to learn. If you don't want to do it, you're not going to grow. You're married. Your spouse is supposed to be the person that can check you in. Your spouse is not married to anybody else but you. And as your spouse, that's the only person whose welfare they're going to be concerned about, their spouse. They don't give two damns about nobody else because they married you. You matter to them. You matter to them whether you are 6 feet under because you didn't want to listen. You matter to them whether you get locked up because you didn't want to listen to them. At the end of the day, you matter. And it is selfish for you as an individual to do something that's going to cause your mate despair. You ain't got to be going out there fighting. No, you could just be going to do something you ain't got no business doing. You could be going to a rally that you ain't got no business doing. You could be going to a club you ain't got no business going to. You could be going over to your homeboy house or your homegirl house, and you know all they do is keep drama going on. You didn't think about your mate. You didn't think about that person you took that vow with before God. And I just need folks to understand, nobody begged you to do it. Nobody begged you to take your mate's hand. You did that. Now, we have a tendency, I think, some of us to take that whole for better or for worse thing for granted. Don't take you don't know what worse is. Don't put your mate in the or worse situation. You should always want to put your mate, your marriage, thus y'all in the best situation. Drama has never been it. I want to say to the Rock With Me Nation, I appreciate the conversations we had. I mean that with the utmost sincerity. Whether we're on lives, whether we DMing one another, I want you to know I am so thankful to everybody for the conversations we have, for keeping the main thing the main thing. And it is with that that I've established quite a few friendships. And I want to thank those friendships for being exactly what they are. Friendships. Keeping the main thing the main thing. I thank y'all so much for that. That said, we're going to see what else we got going on here. And then we're going to try and round up out of here. My brother has a show at 9:30. I came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. That's what that is. My brother say he live and alert on the north side of the dirt. What else we got going on here? Notre Dame. Notre Dame is did not make the college football playoffs, and I think we can end that thing right there. Notre Dame did not make the college football playoffs. Now they feeling some type of way, and I don't necessarily know why. I don't. I'm trying to do something here, y'all. Lord have mercy, Jesus. So anyway, they upset they didn't make it to the college football playoffs. Now, did you talk about Michigan's coach getting fired? No, I did not. Did not nobody got fired. That's crazy. Gonna set it back. That's gonna set the program back. Notre Dame's AD is upset. Let me just go ahead and, like I said, nobody dislikes Alabama. Folks like Alabama. They don't like Notre Dame. So Notre Dame, when they joined conferences last of the Big Ten, every sport is in the conference except for the football program. And if I'm not mistaken, they got some type of clause in with them participating with the NCAA next year, where if they win like 10 games or something like that, they automatically get a bid to the. That's the problem. You want special favors. All Michigan is gonna be on your schedule. USC is gonna be on your schedule. That's what that is. But you need them programs to be where they at. And neither Michigan nor Ohio State are top tier programs right now. And you're independent. You don't have a conference championship game. That's a choice. When you went to the ACC, we would have liked to have thought you would have learned your lesson from the Big Ten. When you went to the ACC, had you put your football team in the conference, you would have been playing on Saturday. Instead of it being Virginia and Duke, it would have been you in Virginia or you in Miami. But you're saying you're making conscious decisions to not do that. You don't get that much sympathy from the college football fan. You don't, because that means you might not want to hear this, but that means you got to win out every year. That means you can't afford, you don't want to be a part of college football. You don't want to be a part of a conference. Cool. That means you got to go undefeated. You ain't got to. You better not lose one game. You can't afford for one game. You can't afford to lose a game. You can't afford for a game to be close. If I'm on the college football committee, better not drop one. Better not drop one. Because who you finna lose to that you can't afford? What you can do right now, these are the schools you need to put on your schedule in the future to be considered valid. Indiana, Ohio State, not Michigan. Ohio State, not Penn State. Ohio State. Georgia. That's crazy. I feel weird even saying that. Georgia. Yeah. I would say Alabama, but I don't necessarily know if Alabama fans want to hear how I feel about their program, because their program right now is playing more like a Big 12 team, Mountain West team, than an SEC team. And mind you, that's killing the board's bio. So if your defense fall off and your rushing attack ain't hitting on nothing for the next few years, as long as he is coach, but y'all slinging that ball all over the place, that's literally his bio as a head coach. Literally his bio. So don't nobody need to be upset. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. You don't want to do, okay, well, but throwing the ACC up under the bus, you just needed to win all your games, right? You shouldn't have lost to Miami. I don't know what you want me to tell you with that. You shouldn't have lost to Miami. Notre Dame really don't want no competition. That's how they play. That's how they play. You got to give me something. You ain't finna tell me you playing a whole bunch of mid teams and you lost 2 losses to some upper tier teams, but not. Now that said, truth be told, if it's me, Notre Dame should have made the college football playoffs. Say, Theo, what do you mean? If the college football playoffs are about putting the best 12 teams in, this ain't necessarily about conference representation. No, it's about putting the best 12 teams in. Well, do we think Tulane is better than Notre Dame? No. Do we think JMU is better than Notre Dame? No. So based on that, because when I look at college basketball, what, the field of 64? We got what we believe to be the best 64 teams in college playing in March Madness. That's what we're looking at. Well, we shouldn't give 2 damns about your conference. Are you one of the 12 best teams? So if it's me, if it's me, yeah, Notre Dame got in. JMU didn't get in. Tulane didn't get in either. Vanderbilt did. If we talking about the 12 best teams, I think Vanderbilt. I really, JMU better than Vanderbilt. That's your honest. Let's see here. Notre Dame really don't want no competition. Wait till you hear why. Did you talk about Michigan's coach getting fired? No. Wait. You said. Hold on. Darryl said, wait till I hear why. We here it's 8:24. We got about what? Actually, we have a schedule. Got 36 minutes before we make it do what it do. Michigan. For cause. Michigan fired more for cause due to an investigation that uncovered off the field transgression. Michigan fired Sharon Moore for inappropriate relationship. With a staff member. Police detained ex-Michigan head coach Sharon Moore after firing. Potential criminal charges pending. What criminal charges? The only criminal charges y'all can tell me that he got arrested for when he was messing with a minor. You got to tell me the staff member was a minor. You telling me that? You got to tell me the staff member was a minor, and you got to tell me he was married. That's what you got to tell me. It's got to be he was married, not to the staff member. That's inappropriate conduct, and that the staff member is a minor. You got to tell me that. Police detaining? Grandma Taro says Army Navy plays there. She's so pumped. I got to get my Army Navy Georgia Bulldog action figure. Shout out to Collegiate Legends. Y'all see him over there in the corner and everything like that, making it do what it's gonna do. I'm gonna get on up out of here. This has been a very, very interesting night. I did not. I'm gonna go pray. This is one of them nights when I wish my grandfather was alive, my grandmother was alive, my aunt was alive, or my mama was alive. Because this one of them nights I really need to talk to somebody. I really, really do. That said, I'm out. Hit the like button, share the video and everything like that. I apologize. We had a lot of stuff going on. Life be life. We out. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I really do wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.